Today's sales training, I'm just going to kind of lean in for a minute, and this is going to be real short. I have had an exorbitantly high number of people ask me for a training list of late. And they don't mean a, hey, Bob, how do I sell, just you build it, but how do I become a better salesperson? How do I become a better manager? How do I become a better person? What are the lists? What is the training? What did you study? And I haven't been asked that very often in the past, surprisingly. But it made me realize I really had to rack my brain. So I didn't write this down. I didn't pre-prepare because, I'm me. But I want to answer that because even if you have read all of these, they're phenomenal to go back and study. I'm going to start with the kings. Carnegie, you have to. You have to. They have newer stuff because he was so amazing. They still have employees running the company, making money off the incredible stuff he did. His later stuff was amazing, but Truth, How to Win Friends and Influence People is one of the most important. It's a seminal work. It's an absolute, you've got to do it. Quick side note on 100% of what I'm going to go over. I personally like most of these better as audiobooks than I do as written. You do which one works best for you, but I hope you can get them all in. From there, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, really dull, really weird, really important. If you want to take it, it's extreme and a modern, The Secret. I know, it's got a lot of crazy, but yeah, kind of is a helpful book too. So, and it takes a lot of the aspects of his, throws a lot of silliness on. Here's the weird thing. A lot of the silliness for most people makes it easier for them to swallow. It helps it make sense better. And so from that end, I'm a pretty big fan of the book. I know a lot of people got a lot of good out of it. Anything and Everything by Zig Ziglar ever. Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. The Little Angel, or the 12th Angel, whatever the name was, by Og Mandino. Pretty much any of the little works by Og Mandino. Not a great writer, and yet a great writer. 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, Stephen Covey. If you want to do any of his sequels that were written just to make money, go ahead. But they're all meh. But 7 Habits of Highly Successful People is dominantly amazing, life-changing work. Don't get too lost on the mission statement stuff. That part was overdone in that book. But outside of it, just pshaw. And by the way, it's one you can skim and still get a ton out of it. Then you start getting into all the great salespeople either that somehow or another came through the Amway training session. Covey, Roger Dawson, not Covey, shoot, I just forgot his name. Jim Rome. God, there's so many phenomenal ones that flow through there. And as you start getting into these guys, you're going to get new guys, you're going to get new guys, you're going to get new guys, and that's going to help. There's more, but that's enough. And if nothing else, if you didn't write these things down, if you didn't pay that much attention, then I will just kind of put it, Brian Tracy. There you go. Sorry, thank you. Another kind of weird dude, but really great advice. Feed your mind. Feed your mind these things. Their podcasts are incredible. Go to philosophy podcasts. Go to psychology podcasts. Go to history podcasts. There's some just amazing stuff out there. But constantly feed your mind. Constantly be renewing. Constantly being the 7th law of Stephen Covey, sharpening the saw. Always be getting better. Always be claiming better. Always be digging up old knowledge. Always refresh it. If you're like, man, Bob, I ain't read or listened to How to Win Friends and Influence People in 30 years. Genius. Do it again. It'll flow easier. You're going to pick up all new stuff. You're going to be reminded of old things. It is amazing. So please do. And by the way, it just occurred to me, I wonder if my third book's coming out. I wonder if that's why everybody's asking me now. I guess there's legitimacy, which is why we have 3. And if you want a copy, please ask. You're welcome to it. So that is all, guys. I hope that was helpful. I know it was helpful to me to be reminded. People ask me, it made me think of things like, yeah, I got to go do that one again, and that one again, and that one again. My wife's going to kill me when we drive to the beach this weekend, and I make her listen to old sales training books. But it'll be good for us both. That's good enough for today. Have a great day, guys.